Hi ladies, this is Crystal from Save the Milk, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to size down with Elvie Pump by using inserts. Now, the inserts that I have been recommending to moms for a basic start is Maymom. Maymom offers inserts. You will obviously want to start getting inserts about 19 to 13 because Elvie offers the 28, 24, and 21. So when you're sizing down, you want to look for something that is smaller than a 21. Now, the reason that we use these inserts is, for one, it's the cheapest. And the inserts look like this. And these are typically made to use with all pumps on the market. So they're really great if you have like the Willow that also needs to size down. These Maymom inserts are great. But specifically for Willow, there's an issue that a lot of moms have when they think that their nipples are elastic. You will see right here these two tiny little holes right here is where the suction is. And if you're looking, that's not a lot of length in order to for your nipples to stretch. So one problem that I have definitely found is that moms think that their nipples are elastic, which they're not, because it's specifically the Elvie that is such a small flange that it doesn't allow your nipples to stretch. And when it does stretch, it can cover those suction holes, and then you're faced with less suction. So when you are sizing down, these inserts come with a little rim, and that's where you're gonna wanna look at in order to cut them. And again, we're cutting these so we can avoid covering those suction holes. And when you're sizing down, you're also sizing the area that you're allowing more of your areola to get in. So when you have a size 24 and your nipple is a size, you should be using a size 17. When you're sized down, you close that space and you let less areola in. So that also will help you if you believe you have elastic nipples. You probably don't, you just have the wrong size. So this is a size 15 and this is a size 13. They're exactly the same length. There's no real difference between them other than the 13 is thicker, obviously, than the 15 will be. And same goes for the 19s and the 17s. They're all the same length. But you will have to cut them in order to not cover the suction holes. I like to tell moms to cut right at that line. And as you can see, it's super easy to cut. It's not pretty, but super easy to cut. And there you go. Okay, so once you've cut it, you will see that you've cut just a little bit, not that much, and right at the rim. So it's a very easy indicator on where you're supposed to cut it. So this did take off the little indentation, so you're gonna make your own indentation. Doesn't matter where you put it. Obviously this says 15 on the insert, so if you have multiple inserts that you're using, different sizes, you probably don't wanna cut away from that. So you can do a little triangle and looks like that. So then you insert, and these all fit into the 24 phalanges for all pumps on the market, Spectra, Medela, Elvie, Willow, 24. So you stick it in there. You make sure that the indent that you made is pointing up, and you look down to see if you've covered the suction holes. If you have a needle or something that you can stick in the holes to see if you need to cut it wider, maybe not a triangle but a square would be better, then do that. And then obviously pump. And that's it. That's what it looks like. It's super easy. And these are about $14 on Amazon. So a lot cheaper than what you would be getting for flanges, or buying these, which they don't have. Smaller than a 21. Okay, so these are Freemie inserts. They're wider here, and they are also, if you go like this, they're the same size as the Maymom, so they're not longer, and regardless, you're still gonna have to cut them. I like to cut them right in the middle of this gray frosted area. So if you can see that, just cutting it right here. Sorry, I got my oven going off in the background. Alright, so this is a little bit more jagged here, but let me just see. So that's what it will look like, and you can see here that the hole is not covered. This is the drain hole too for the milk. And the one, once again, you will cut so holes are not being covered. Super simple. I did a square on this one. Again, my cuts aren't perfect, but it really doesn't matter. And that is clear of any of the suction holes. Now, if you start pumping and you realize that it's hurting and it wasn't hurting before, so what did you do wrong? Take a nail file. Please turn off the oven. Take a nail file, smooth out the edges. So usually inside, and I've obviously grabbed a nail file that's too big. So you smooth out the edges like this, or you can take your scissors and make smaller cuts, smooth it out, and then use lube while pumping. Lube can be coconut oil, nipple cream, nipple crack, all the nipples creams that are out on the market. Not a big deal. So yeah, that is the basic tutorial on how to size down with Elvie, how to cut your inserts, and you can always go on Facebook and find a whole bunch of moms that are selling their used parts, which would save you more money, and which is what I did for this tutorial. I just went on Facebook and purchased used inserts to make this video. So that is your DIY sizing down for your Elvie.